What's up YouTube, Israel back here with a quick video. Well, today I'm going to do another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from the house of Dolce Gabbana. It is their latest release, Light Blue Sun. So Light Blue Sun from the house of Dolce Gabbana is a woody aromatic fragrance released in 2019. I don't know the nose behind this fragrance. It is an eau de toilette concentration. Alright, let's check out the presentation. Alright, so here is the box for Light Blue Sun. I really do like this box. I believe last year's was kind of cool, had some cool colors like this one, but this one just takes the cake. I really do like the sun here. It actually does kind of remind me of a game I used to play as a kid. Not sure if everyone knows this game, the Loteria. It's a traditional Mexican game, sort of like bingo, but you have the little cards and they have different little symbols, and they have El Sol, the sun, looks just like that. I'll put up a picture here that you guys can take a look at it. But yeah, so, you know, it really did remind me of that game growing up, so I really did like this box. I like the color scheme they have going here, the bright yellow up here in the corners, the blue. Just a really good looking box, but other than that, not too much going on with it. It has a sticker on top with the same sun, information on the back, but other than that, not too much going on with this box. Let's check out the bottle. Alright, so here is the bottle for Dolce Gabbana's Light Blue Sun. If you guys are familiar with the line, it does keep the same bottle, the same cap, although it is going to be like kind of an off-white instead of a blue like they normally do. You know, I do like these bottles. They do tend to have good sprayers, I believe. But other than that, you know, I like the bottle. Nothing too fancy going on with it. It looks like the other ones, but still a nice bottle overall. Alright, so here are the notes for Light Blue Sun. In the top we have bergamot, grapefruit, ginger, and ozone. In the mid we have coconut, rosemary, cedarwood, and cypress. And in the base we round things off with musk, vanilla, oak moss, and vetiver. Alright, so I kind of expect this fragrance to smell like the original Light Blue. I wasn't really a big fan of that one. Honestly enough, I was actually more of a fan of the women's version. That one actually reminded me of 24 Ice Gold from Scent Story. Which is like a fresh take on 24 Gold, and a couple of other light, fresh fragrances out there. But the men's version just didn't do it for me. I wasn't a big fan. Even the intense version, I think they added some ambroxan in that, so it made it real kind of stinky. I wasn't a big fan of that one either. So I'm hoping that this one's gonna, you know, maybe be something different. I did like some of these notes: the grapefruit, the ginger, the coconut, the cedarwood. Maybe, you know, woody aromatic. You know, make it nice and woody and sweet. You know, maybe some tropicalness with the coconut in there. Who knows? Not really sure what to expect with this one. I'm a little excited though, because I'm hoping I'm finally going to find a light blue flanker that I really enjoy. There is a bunch of these on the market though. I think I would guess there's probably 10 or 15 of these. Probably there's a ton of them. But yeah, so I'm just hoping that one of these days I'm going to find a good one, and I'm hoping it's going to be this one. All right, here we go. Pop the cap here. Clean hand. Couple sprays. Sprayer's all right. Okay. I'm guessing they brought the ambroxan back from the intense version. Even though it's not in this, I'm getting some of that. I guess it's maybe the ginger or the ozone notes are kind of giving it that sharp, kind of copper kind of feel. It's sort of the same as ambroxan. It's not really exactly the same, but it's sort of down the same line. So I'm getting that sharp kind of... yeah, ambroxan kind of, I don't know, like a Sauvage note. That's the best way I can really put it, because Sauvage is so popular with people. Most people kind of know what that is. But that, there's not ambroxan in this, but I'm guessing maybe ozone and then ginger kind of giving it the same kind of ambroxan smell. It's definitely fresh. It's sharp. I'm not picking up any of the tropical notes. I'm not picking up any of the sweetness from the vanilla. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of woods. I'm getting the citrus notes on top, the grapefruit, the ginger and the ozone, like I said, are giving like a freshness, almost like a metallic freshness. That's what ginger usually brings to the table when it comes to my nose. I usually pick up like a copper kind of metallic smell with ginger. That's why I'm not a big fan of ginger. Sometimes it's done right, like in YSL Homme. This one right now is not bad. It sort of reminded me a little bit of... L'Homme Lacoste Intense a little bit because of the ginger and I believe the vanilla and the woods. Oh, that one's a lot sweeter on the top. Yeah, not a bad fragrance right now. Not being blown away. This has been done before. I can already smell it. It reminds me of a couple of other fragrances already off the bat. You know, it's a flanker and they put a new one out every summer, and it's probably going to go off a little bit differently from the one before. I mean, it's not a bad fragrance. I don't mind it. I think the ozone notes and the ginger kind of give it a little bit of punch, a little bit of sharpness to kind of keep this thing going in the summertime. It's not bad, but it's been done before. So I'm not overly impressed with this one. Like I said, it reminds me of L'Homme Lacoste Intense, and I actually like that one better just off first impression here. I can tell you that I probably like that one better, but because to my nose it's very similar though. Yeah, but right now it's very fresh, it's very sharp. I mean, if you like Sauvage, you probably like this one because it's going to remind you a bit of that. This doesn't have pineapple in it, but it does remind me of that note that was in Mont Blanc Explorer. They kind of had like that same Sauvage note that I referenced to in that video. I'm not really sure. I can't remember what notes they used. Maybe it was in Broxton in that one. Or ISO E Super. But for sure, the ozone notes and the ginger are very prevalent. The grapefruit, the bergamot are definitely here. The woods are kicking in, which would be the cedar wood. The oak moss is giving it a bit of greenness, but you know, it takes time for these notes to develop, so I'm probably gonna get a lot of these notes till later. You know, right now I do like this fragrance, but it's not super original, so I'm not really I'm not wowed by this one. It's just kind of a summer release. It is a flanker, so again, they're gonna put out a bunch of these. Yeah, this fragrance hasn't changed too much since the opening. It still has the same ginger and ozonic notes with the citrus notes. Still sharp and fresh. I do think this will be crowd pleasing though, especially with that bright ozone note in there. I think it'll be crowd pleasing, but again, it's only been a few minutes, so I can't tell. So right now, I do sort of like this fragrance, although it reminds me of a couple of other ones. It's not awful, but I will give this fragrance some time and give it a few wearings, and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. Alright guys, well I'm back with my update for Dolce Gabbana's Light Blue Sun. What I mainly got out of this fragrance for the life of it is going to be the opening notes, really the bergamot, the grapefruit, the ginger, the ozone notes, a little bit of that woods, but other than that, not too much else going on with this. There is a few other notes in there that are probably, you know, a couple of green notes here and there that were there, some vetiver I believe. But the majority of the top notes pretty much stayed there the majority of the time. I didn't get any coconut and no vanilla, which I was hoping it was going to be slightly tropical in that sense, maybe give it a little more body. But this one really did keep that ambroxan feel, that ginger kind of metallic, fresh ambroxan feel that I guess is going to be the ozone notes, which isn't a bad thing. I actually did like that in this fragrance. I would compare this to the one that came out in 2017, the intense version, the light blue intense version, because they did add a lot of ambroxan to that. It was just really strong, almost like burn your nostrils. It was almost like Sauvage level ambroxan. They actually did tone that down quite a bit in this one, which makes it a little more easier to wear compared to that one. And I definitely did get noticed with this one. I had a couple of people tell me I smelled really nice. And again, I had lunch with Brandon, Art of Fragrance, and he said it smelled really nice. He said it smelled fresh. He said it was very summery, which is a good compliment for this one. And we'll get to the seasons later. But yeah, so I mean, the feedback I got with this one was really nice. It was inoffensive. But you know, like I said, not original, sort of been done before, but I did like it. So longevity I got with this fragrance is about 6 hours, maybe 8 hours if you consider a little bit of that dry down, but after about the 6 hour mark, it really sat close to the skin. It was barely noticeable. I think that if you wear this fragrance in the dead of heat, it might help out with the longevity in this fragrance. And also, if you spray your clothes, it might help out with longevity. I did go with about 6 to 8 heavy sprays. The sprayer isn't that great, doesn't shoot out a lot of juice. If it had a little better distribution, I think you'd have to use less sprays. But this one doesn't shoot out a lot of juice, so 6 to 8 heavy sprays is quite a bit of juice to wear. But it did get the job done with the compliment factor with 6 to 8 heavy sprays. But yeah, 6 hours is probably the max I got out of this one. If you want to add a couple hours for like a dry down, maybe, but I'm going to say 6 strong. So projection I got with this fragrance was really good in the first 2 hours. After that, it got close to the skin. It was still detectable though. I still noticed it coming off myself after the 4th hour, but the first 2 hours were really strong. I did notice that every time I got a compliment, it was within the first 2 hours, which is good. I did not spray my clothes though. I sprayed my skin. So if you do spray your clothes, you're going to get better performance with this one. But yeah, first 2 hours strong. After that, it's noticeable after 4, but I'll go with 2 hours for sure. So occasions for this fragrance, I'm definitely going to say are going to be casual, daytime. This should be safe enough at work. It's not that strong to where it's going to offend anybody around you. But definitely like casual day wear, maybe on vacation, or just hanging out with some friends, wearing a pair of khaki shorts and a nice light shirt. Just a very casual setting, not too much going on. Probably not strong enough for date night, but yeah, during the days would be great. Vacation on the beach, perfect. Seasons for this fragrance are definitely be the warmer seasons of the year: spring, summer, early fall. If I had to pick one, I would definitely say summertime. Yes, it does say sun, has yellow juice, but it is really, really fresh, guys. Doesn't have the best performance, so the summer heat will definitely help this one out. Ages for this fragrance, I was initially going to say 18 and up because it is a fresh, kind of summer fragrance, but the ambroxan note or the ozonic notes with the ginger in there kind of gives it a bit of a metallic feel. Might be off-putting to some younger users, so I'm gonna go ahead and say 25 and up with this fragrance just because I'm not really sure how a younger crowd would respond to those notes. So 25 and up, definitely think would enjoy this fragrance. So overall, I really do like this fragrance. I don't love it. I wish it was a little stronger, lasts a little bit longer. I do wish they would have made some of the other notes listed a little more prominent, the coconut, the vanilla, and a few others. But this is still overall a good fragrance. I did like it. It did get compliments. Wish it was stronger, like I mentioned before. But other than that, I did get good feedback on this fragrance. It did remind me of the 2017 release, the Intense version. That one had ambroxan or ozone notes. I'm not really sure. They kind of smell the same. They toned those notes down in this one, so it is kind of like a better version of that one. They sort of, I think, probably got the feedback from that one saying, hey guys, those notes are really strong in that. It's too sour. It's too strong in your face. Tone it down. And that's what they did with this one. So yeah, I really did like this fragrance. I'm not going to say go out and blind buy it. I'd definitely say try before you buy. And if you like this one, if you happen to, like the other ones, you're probably going to like this one. It doesn't really remind me too much of the original or the other ones I've smelled in the past. Kind of stands on its own. So maybe it'll warrant another purchase. But yeah, try before you buy. You guys can find this at Macy's or Dillard's and any of those other big department stores, let me know what you think about this fragrance. Thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video and want to see more videos like it, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider signing up for notifications by hitting that notification bell. That way when I upload new videos, you'll be the first to find out. Please follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. Please like, comment, subscribe. Until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.